Welcome yogis, Mindy from Sweet Santosha Yoga here. Welcome to our online YouTube class. This is going to be about a 45-minute Sweet Santosha flow, meaning all levels. I'll offer some modifications for you. And yeah, we'll just have some time here together on the mat to get some movement going, focus on breath, and to really take these 45 minutes to set aside kind of all that craziness that's going on right now. Let it go, let it fall away, keep it outside of the space of wherever you're practicing right now. And I really hope that for these next 45 minutes, you can take the time to just really connect mind, body, and breath. So, I apologize, I know the quality of our YouTube videos is not super great, but this is just a little offering that we have for our students during this time that the studio is closed. Next week we will be starting some online live streaming classes through Zoom. So look for information about that in your email that we'll be sending out. And you'll be able to sign up on Mind Body. There'll be a whole lot more information on that. But in the meantime, these next 45 minutes, set your day aside, set your craziness of your life aside, and let's just move together. So we're going to use a couple blocks for practice. If you don't have blocks at home, books are a wonderful suggestion, as I heard Lisa mention yesterday, or you can grab a couple water bottles. Really use anything to get creative. You can also grab a blanket or a pillow if you'd like that as we move into some restorative stuff for later on. So with that, let's begin in a child's pose. Bring your knees out wide onto your mat. Begin to lengthen your arms forward, sink your hips back towards your heels. Melting your forehead down towards the earth, walking fingertips forward and releasing the heart down. Taking these first couple moments of practice to allow yourself to root onto the physical space of your mat. Begin to acquaint yourself with your breath, and then notice and observe how the body's feeling. Maybe it's been a couple of days or a week since you've been on your yoga mat, so a gentle reminder to be easy on yourself today. To modify whenever you need to take breaks. You can always pause me on YouTube and come back when you're ready. As you begin to settle into this familiar shape, let's begin by taking some big rounds of clearing breath together. Start by exhaling all of the air out of your lungs, emptying out completely. Slow, deep inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Again, like that big breath in. Full breath out. One more big round of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Gently pressing the lips into touch, starting to breathe in and out of the nose. Being mindful to lengthen your inhales to meet your exhales. Taking a moment here to set an intention for your practice or a dedication. The offering today is to dedicate this movement to yourself. Taking these next 45 minutes as self-care, as a little release, a little escape from the craziness of the world. If something else is resonating with you, feel free to set your own intention for practice. When you feel ready to move, let's come to a tabletop shape. Come to all fours. Stack your knees underneath your hips. Palms come underneath your shoulders. Spread through all 10 fingers, rooting them into the mat. Belly button draws up and in. Gaze is down. Neck is long. And then drop the belly, lift the heart. Lift the gaze. Flip the tailbone up. Come into your cow pose. Press the mat away, chin to chest, rounding for your cat. Inhale as the drop of the belly, lift to the heart for cat. Exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest for cat. Couple more times on your own, breathing through these two shapes. Feeling free to add any additional movement here that feels good. Maybe sway your hips from side to side. Maybe bending the elbows, shifting the weight forward and back, waking up the wrists. Taking the little rituals that you have here to acquaint yourself with this shape, to find movement and energy flowing through the body and through the spine. Let's take one final round of cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, press the mat away, chin to chest. Coming back to your strong neutral spine, think of the crown of the head as an extension of the back. So it's lengthening forward, gaze is down. Tuck your toes and start to hover your knees just an inch off of the earth. Building a little fire and heat into the belly. Drawing the navel up and in, press into your palms. You're here for 3. Inhale. Exhale. Final round of breath. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back as you exhale. Start to pedal out through your feet, inviting some movement into your first down dog practice. Stretching out through the backs of the legs, taking your dog for a little stroll. Maybe shifting the hips from side to side. And after a couple rounds of breath and movement, coming into stillness in your downward facing dog. Really pressing into the knuckles of your hands. Eyes and the elbows are spinning in towards one another. Soften your shoulders down your back. Let your ears hang between your biceps. Heels energetically drawing towards the earth, lengthening through the backside of the legs. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lift your heels high. Start to bend your knees low. And then press your heart space towards the upper thighs like you're turbocharging your dog about to take off. And exhale as you press through the balls of the feet. Slowly release to a high plank pose. Keeping your hips in line with your shoulders, belly draws up and in, crown of head reaches forward. Float your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Exhale, breath. Inhale, lift your heels high, bend your knees low, press the heart space back. And then slowly press it forward, returning to your high plank, unfurling the spine, pausing when you arrive. Down dog, send your hips to the sky. One more time, inhale, heels high, bend the knees low. Extend it all the way forward, high plank pose. Pausing here, navel to spine, crown of head turns forward. Knees lowered or lifted, 5 count to the belly for 5. Hug the elbows in tight, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Releasing all the way down to the earth. Untuck the toes, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Activate the kneecaps up off of the earth, and then tense your fingertips out wide off of your mat. Inhale to start to peel the chest up, lift the gaze up, and exhale, bend the elbows, release it back down. Inhale, rolls you up, coming into your cobra. Exhale, release it down. One more time, inhale, roll up. Exhale, soften down. Return your palms to root underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. High plank to rise, inhale. Down dog, send your hips to the sky, exhale. Inhale, shoot your right leg high to the sky, 3-legged down dog. Keeping your right hip in line with your left, toes are dialed down. Stretch that heel back behind you, inhale. Exhale as you curl through the spine, coming into your cat. Step that right foot forward between your hands. Option to tap onto your fingertips here to create more space, or maybe grab your blocks or whatever props you're using to frame out that front foot. Melt the hips down, lift the gaze up, inhale. Exhale, glide your hips back, wrapping right hip back to meet left. Inhale, return to that cow lunge, deep bend in that front knee, lift through the heart. Exhale, cat lunge, round the spine, forehead towards shin. One more time, inhale forward, and exhale back. Inhale as you return to low lunge. Set your props aside, return your hands to the earth. Downward facing dog, right foot steps back to meet your left. Inhale as you ripple forward to high plank pose. Exhale, drop your knees down to the mat. Hug the elbows in as you release your chest and chin to the earth. Now slide your belly to the earth, tops of the feet to the mat. Little to no in the hands, roll the heart open for cobra. Notice how the neck is nice and long. Crown of head is reaching forward, not craning it up, causing tension in the neck. Release all the way back down. Soften and let go. Tuck your toes, press into your palms, high plank. Downward facing dog, hips to the sky. Inhale, send your left leg high, 3-legged down dog. Really draw that right heel energetically towards the earth. Lift that left leg high, inhale. Exhale, rounding forward, low lunge, left foot between your hands. Tent onto your fingertips or find your props for support. Melt the hips down, lift the gaze up, inhale. Exhale, glide the hips back, wrapping left hip to meet right. Inhale as you return to that low, deep lunge. Exhale, round it back. One more, inhale forward. Exhale, sends you back. Inhale as you return to low lunge. Setting your props aside, hands return to the earth, left foot meets your right, downward facing dog. Inhale forward, high plank Either modify knees, chest, chin, or come partway down chaturanga. Hugging elbows in tight, shoulders stay lifted above the elbows. Stay nice and controlled through the core. Upward facing dog, roll to the tops of the feet. Pull the heart through, press into your palms, thighs are lifted and engaged. Downward facing dog, hips sent up and back. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, let go. Inhale, right leg to the sky, three-legged down dog. Exhale, low lunge, right foot between your hands. Look forward as you step forward, left foot meets your right. Release the crown of the head, forward fold, top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift, draw your fingertips to the shins. Crown of the head reaches forward, nice and engaged, flat back. Exhale to fold, soften and release. Slight bend into your knees as you root to rise. Circle sweep your arms up to the sky, tall mountain pose. Exhale, gather hands to heart. Close your eyes, take a round of breath. Inhale and exhale. Opening up your eyes, send your prayer hands high as you inhale, allow your gaze to follow. Exhale, cactus your elbows wide, lift through your heart, press your hips forward. Inhale as you return to tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold, prayer hands to the midline, soft bend into the knees as you release into your fold. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Refold, exhale, breath. Your right foot back, low lunge. Left foot meets right, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward, high plank pose. Exhale, flow, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale, upward facing dog or baby cobra. Exhale, down dog, send the hips to the sky. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, left leg extends high, three-legged down dog. Exhale as your low lunge, left foot between your hands. Gaze to the top of your mat, right foot meets your left. Forward fold, release the head down. Inhale to halfway lift, lengthen out. Exhale to fold, soften and release. Root through your feet as you rise, tall mountain pose. Exhale, gather hands to heart, close your eyes for a round of breath. Root through your feet, draw the energy up through the crown of the head. Inhale and exhale. Open up your eyes, send your prayer hands high. Exhale, cactus elbows wide, press hips forward, baby back bend. Inhale to re-extend through mountain. Exhale, forward fold, prayer hands to the midline, soften and release. Halfway lift, inhale, breath. Refold, exhale, breath. Left foot steps back, low lunge. Right foot meets left, downward facing dog. Inhale as you ripple forward, high plank pose. Exhale as your flow, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Remember, you can always skip your vinyasas, hang out in down dog. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, press back. Downward facing dog. Breath in and breath out. Let's start to build our flow from here. Inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, curl in towards your nose, modify high plank. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Step it forward, low lunge. Start to get light into your fingertips, stabbing right knee over right ankle. Start to firm up through the core, incline lunge, sweep your arms back behind you. Crown of the head is reaching forward, finding that sense of plank through the torso. Inhale as you rise to crescent, sweep your arms up. Exhale, cactus dip, back knee to a hover, arms extend out wide. Inhale, rise. Exhale, incline lunge, sweep it back. Again like that, inhale, rise for crescent. Exhale, cactus dip. Inhale, rise through crescent. Exhale, incline lunge. One more time, inhale, lifts you up. Exhale, dips you low. Inhale to rise. Exhale, sweep it back, pausing your incline lunge. Heart is yearning forward, inhale, breath. Exhale, warrior two, cartwheel your arms open to the horizon. Root your back foot into the earth. Take a moment here to acquaint yourself with this shape. Bend and straighten into that front knee a little bit, and then allow your knee to stack over your ankle. Being mindful that it's present towards the outer edge of your foot. Arms are extended out long. Hands in line with shoulders. Tailbone is drawing down, lower ribs knitting in towards one another. Really cementing the outer edge of that left foot into the earth. Breath in and breath out. Start to straighten out your front leg. Maybe bring that back foot in slightly. Bump your hips back. Reach that right arm forward. Fingertips to your shin. Maybe you bring a block to support or a water bottle, or you can hover your hand up above the mat. Find the variation of triangle that suits you today. Maybe your gaze is towards your lifted fingertips, or option to gaze down at that front foot. I have a tendency here to lock out that right knee joint, so I just have to give myself a little reminder to soften a micro bend there to help support. Lengthening crown of head forward, breath in, and breath out. One more inhale, and exhale. Returning to bend into your front knee, warrior two legs, peaceful warrior, tip your right arm up and back. Palm is reaching to high five the wall back behind you. Left hand can melt down your back thigh or catch a half line and bend it towards your right hip crease. Keep gently stretching that right knee forward, opening through side body. Inhale. Extended side ankle, exhale. Right forearm to right thigh, left arm towards the sky, or stretch your bicep by your ear. We're really trying not to dump any weight into that right elbow, still using the strength of your obliques to lift up and out of your hip crease. Drawing a long line of energy from the outer edge of your back foot all the way through the crown of the head. Inhale and exhale. Start to sweep that left arm towards the earth. Shift to Santosha to the back of the mat. Weight into your left foot. Finding a place to work that feels good on your hips today. So maybe it's a little higher like here, or maybe you sink down a little lower. Trying to prioritize that left foot rooting into the earth rather than it popping up to find a deeper pose. Hands can stay at the space of your heart. Reach down to the earth for support. Maybe fly them open. Take a variation that serves you here. And breathe into that right inner groin. Breathe into your left outer hip. Inhale. And exhale. Return your hands to the earth. Crawl it forward to a low lunge to the front of your mat. Pivot your left toes to dial forward. Left hand will stay rooted, right arm will extend up. Simple twist. Gaze up at your lifted fingertips. Maybe invite some movement into your wrist. Circling it out one direction and then the other. Big inhale breath. And exhale to stay. Return your right hand to root into the earth. Three-legged down dog. Shift that right leg high to the sky. Inhale. Shift it forward. Three-limbed plank as you exhale. Shift it back. Three-legged down dog. Shift it forward. Three-limbed plank. Pausing here for 3. For 2. Find your flow in 1. Maybe Ekapada Chaturanga. Keep those right toes lifted. Inhale, upward facing, float the heart. Exhale, down dog, hips to sky. Breath in and breath out. Switching out sides. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, curl it in. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, curl it forward as you step forward, low lunge. Start to firm up through the low belly, get light into the fingertips, super active in the legs. Incline lunge, sweep your hands back behind you. A rounded breath to stabilize. Inhale, rise it up to crescent. Exhale, cactus dip, right knee hovers, elbows wide. Inhale, lift for crescent. Exhale, dive it back, incline lunge. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, cactus dip. Inhale, lift. Exhale, flow it back. Last time, inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus dip. Inhale, lift. Meet me in your incline lunge. Big breath in and incline lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Open up to the horizon. Pivot the arms out long. Again, bend and straighten into your front knee, into your left leg. And let your knees settle over your ankle. Arms extend out long, keeping your shoulders and your hands in the same plane of energy. Breath in and breath out. Stay rooted and connected. Inhale and exhale. Begin to straighten out that front leg. Bring your back foot in slightly, bump the hips back, left arm extends forward. When there's nowhere else for those fingertips to go, simply soften them down to your shin. Again, option to bring a prop into play here. Use the support of your shin. Maybe bend into that front knee slightly to help you from hyperextension. Really think about rolling the rib cage underneath you, not allowing yourself to collapse in here, but rather the torso is in line with that front leg. Crown of head is reaching forward. Breath in and breath out. Returning to your warrior two stance in the legs, bend into your left knee, flip your left palm up and back, peaceful warrior. Dancing that left arm high up to the sky, big breath in. Extended side angle, exhale, draw your left forearm to your left thigh, lengthen your right arm towards the sky, and invite that bicep by your ear. And try not to collapse down into that left elbow. Try not to grip the toes into the mat, maybe even give them a little wiggle. Breath in, breath out. Breath in, and breath out. Start to sweep that right arm up, down towards the earth. Santosha to the back of your mat, bend into your right knee. And find a place to work that feels respectful on that right hip. Maybe it's a little bit different of a variation than you took on the other side. Noticing and just observing maybe the inequities and the flexibility in the legs and the hips without any judgment. Just observing. Kind thoughts, kind words. Inhale. And exhale. Use the support of your hands. Crawl your way forward to the front of your mat, framing out your left foot. Right hand stays rooted, left arm extends up, coming into your grounded twist. Fingertips are extending towards the sky. Left hand returns to the mat. Left leg reaches up and back, three-legged down dog. Inhale. Shift it forward, three-limbed plank. Exhale. Shift it back, three-legged down dog. Shift it forward, three-limbed plank. Pausing here for 3, for 2, and 1. Chaturanga, maybe keep toes lifted. Inhale, upward facing dog, 10 toes to the mat. Exhale, down dog, send your hips up and back. Breath in, and breath out. Breath in, and breath out. Let's take that sequence one more time. One breath per movement, speeding it up before we take a little break. Inhale, send right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, just one time, step your right foot forward. Incline lunge, sweep your arms back behind you. Rise to crescent, inhale. Just one time, cactus dip, exhale. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, incline lunge. Inhale, warrior two, pivot open to the horizon. Exhale to stay. Inhale, straighten out that front leg. Exhale, triangle pose. Inhale for peace, tip it up and back. Extended side, exhale, bicep by ear. Sweep your left arm towards the earth, Santosha, back of the mat, inhale. Low lunge, crawl it forward, exhale. Left hand roots, right arm extends high, stay right here, or option for Pashistasana, side plank. Pivot onto the outer edge of your back foot, stack your right foot to meet your left. You might drop a knee or lift a leg, maybe even come into a wild thing. One more inhale breath. Forward facing plank is where we'll meet. 10 toes to the earth. Inhale to arrive. Exhale, flow. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Switching out sides. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Rise up to extended. Sweep your arms back. Inhale, rise it up. Exhale, cactus dip. Inhale, rise. Exhale, incline lunge. Inhale, warrior two, pivot open to the horizon. Straighten out your front leg, bump your hips back. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Tip it up and back for peace, bend into that left knee, sweep your arm up, inhale. Extended side, exhale. Right arm floats to the earth, Santosha to the back of the mat. Low lunge, crawl it forward, frame out your left foot. Right hand roots, left arm extends high. Stay right here or side plank. Pivot onto the outer edge of your right foot. Stack your left foot to meet your right. Lifting the hips up. Inhale. And exhale. Forward facing plank. Both hands to the mat. 10 toes to the earth. Inhale to arrive. Exhale, float away. upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Breath in and breath out. Let's take a moment of pause, come down to your child's pose. Send your hips back towards your heels and reconnect with your breath. If you'd like a sip of water, take a moment to towel off. Taking this little break and then finding this familiar shape once again. Recommitting to your breath, recommitting to your practice. And breath in and breath out. Inhale and exhale. All right, friends, when you're ready to join me, we're going to make our way through one more standing sequence. Coming up to a tabletop pose, keeping your knees wide for a moment here, and then melt the hips down. Bring your heels in, modify scorpion pose, lift the gaze. Press into your palms, send your hips back, extended child's. Couple times like that. Inhale, rock it forward, melt your hips down, lift through the heart, bring the heels in. Exhale, send the hips back, child's pose. One more time, inhale forward, and exhale back. Inhale to return to a tabletop pose, this time stacking knees underneath hips. Tuck your toes, start to press the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Stay right here and breathe, your option for a flow. Inhale forward, exhale chaturanga. Inhale upward facing, exhale down dog. Inhale, send your right leg high, three-legged down dog. Exhale as a warrior one, step your right foot forward between your hands. For warrior one, the outer edge of that left foot spirals down to the mat. Widen the distance a little bit between your feet. Imagine as if they are on railroad tracks rather than a tightrope. Steady through your core as you inhale, start to rise, building your pose from your foundation up. There's still a bend into that right knee, stacking over your ankle. Notice how the hips are moving forward. Unlike warrior two, where the hips are open, this is a neutral hip pose. Tailbone is lengthening down, lower ribs are knitting in towards one another. Arms will extend up high. Breath in, soften shoulders, breath out. Draw your hands back behind you, interlace your fingers into a basket grip. Roll your shoulders open, bring the knuckles towards the earth, lift the gaze up. Exhale, devotional warrior. Soften your shoulders to the inseam of your front knee, and then let the weight of the head go. Breath in, and breath out. From here, keeping that bind with the hands, pivot both feet to the long edge of your mat, coming into a wide-legged forward fold. You can keep that basket grip to get a little bit deeper into the shoulders, or often release your hands down, maybe make a chaturanga shape underneath the body. But bringing your hands about shoulder width distance apart, bending the elbows, and releasing the weight of the head down. Breath in, and breath out. Inhale, find a halfway lift, bring your fingertips under your shoulders, extend the crown of the head forward, exhale, refold. Low lunge to the front of the mat, crawl your way forward, bend into your right knee, inhale to rise, crescent lunge. Beautiful, sweep your arms back behind you into that incline lunge. This time we'll take flight into airplane pose, root into your right foot, and start to extend that left leg up. So hips are in line with one another, toes can point down to help facilitate this squareness in the hips. Arms are reaching back behind you, pinky fingers yearning in towards one another. See how there's this sense of up dog or cobra through the chest rather than collapsing down. And from here, hands release to the mat, come into a standing split or standing L. Stay right here, or Shiva squat, left knee, right ankle. Inhale, standing split. Exhale, knee to ankle. One more time, inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, knee to ankle, pausing there for 3. Maybe hands to heart for 2. And 1, inhale, standing split. Exhale, fold to the top of your space, big toes to touch. Halfway lift, inhale. Refold, exhale. We're going to rise with bent knees for Utkatasana and chair pose. Sweeping your arms up, bending to the knees, sinking the seat down. Soften your shoulders down your back. A slight tuck of the pelvis. Think about drawing the navel up and in and shortening the distance between the pubic bone and the navel. Hands can stay at the space of your heart if that's more comfortable, or extend them up high. Sink a little bit lower, inhale, and exhale. Inhale as you rise to mountain, straighten out your legs, release your hands down by your sides. Breath in, and breath out. Let's bring the feet about hip width distance apart, setting up for a tree pose, moving into a little bit of balance. Let's start with your right foot as your base, and invite the left sole of the foot to come somewhere onto that right leg. So maybe your toes stay connected with the earth for a half tree, maybe your foot comes up into the calf, or you can reach down with that left hand and help to guide your foot up into the inner groin. Be mindful of your knee, try not to put any lateral pressure there, and really find that sense of mountain pose through your right leg. Think about lengthening the heel to the earth, standing up nice and tall through the torso, and gather your hands into the space of your heart. Breath in, and breath out. If you would like to start to extend your arms up to the sky, growing your branches up high, maybe separating your arms out, and inviting the palms to shine up towards the ceiling. Soften the shoulders down the back and allow yourself to be open to receiving. Receiving positive energy, receiving light and love. Breath in and breath out. Gathering all of that energy back between the space of your hands. Draw your palms back to your heart, filling yourself back up. Soften your left foot down to meet your right. Close your eyes. Feel the stability of both feet rooted into the mat. Inhale. And exhale. Open up your eyes as you circle sweep up towards the ceiling. Gather your palms to touch. Exhale, fold through center, soften and release. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, either step or hop back to chaturanga. Lowering down part way. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Second side, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, warrior one. Left foot steps between your hands. Pivot the outer edge of that right foot to root into the mat. And as you inhale, start to rise up, warrior two. I like to start with my hands on my hips here, gently guiding that right hip forward, left hip back. Keeping left knee stabbing over ankle. When you feel stable in the feet, extend the arms up. Soften the shoulders and release. Breath in and breath out. Gather your hands behind you, interlacing your fingers, returning to that basket grip. Inhale, lift. And exhale, flow the heart down. Returning into your devotional warrior, opening up through the shoulders. Breath in and breath out. Trying to keep that bind, simply pivoting the toes to the long edge of your mat, returning to your forward folds. Option again to keep that basket grip, or maybe soften your hands down towards the earth. If you have a tripod headstand in your practice, a little bit of moment here to invert. You're coming into that tripod headstand, getting light into the toes, and then slowly starting to float the feet up. If you went upside down, slowly with control, using your core, release it back down, returning to that wide-legged forward fold. Inhale to lengthen out, halfway lift. Exhale, pivot to your low lunge to the front of the mat. Firming up through the core, inhale, rise it up. Exhale, sweep it back, incline lunge. Root into your left foot, start to take flight, airplane pose. Hips are in line, heart is lifted, pulling the lungs and the collarbones forward. Inhale. Exhale, standing split, soften your hands to the earth. Stay right here, Shiva squats, right knee, left ankle, curl it in. Inhale, standing split. Exhale, knee to ankle. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to ankle, pausing here for 3. Maybe hands to heart for 2. Send it up and back in 1, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Feet come into touch. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold and release. Return to your Utkatasana chair pose. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up. This time we'll invite some movement in our chair pose. Inhale, lift gaze. Exhale, flow your arms back. Airplane chair, maybe lift the heels up. Sink the hips down, heels down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, flow it back. Option to lift heels. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, flow it back. Pausing there. Option to come up onto those heels. Maybe start to straighten out the legs, pitching the heart forward for your drinking bird. Inhale. And exhale. Feet to the mat, arms to the sky, tall mountain pose, stretch it up high. Exhale, gather hands to heart. Close your eyes for a round of breath. Inhale. And exhale. Opening up your eyes, returning your feet hip width distance apart. Final balancing pose, this time for tree on the left foot as our base. Invite the right sole of the foot to come to meet somewhere on that left leg. Again, toes can stay connected. Maybe you find a half or a full tree. Really lengthening that left leg down long. Returning your hands to the space of your heart, gathering your energy to your center. Setting your focal point or your drishti a couple feet out in front of you on something not moving. And if you'd like, start to extend those arms up high, growing your branches. Maybe float the arms open and shine the palms up. Breath in and breath out. Inhale. Gather in as you exhale. Return your hands to touch, hands to heart. Right foot meets your left. Close your eyes and root it down. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, open up your eyes, circle, sweep your arms to the sky. Exhale, fold through center, soften and release. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hop back to your high plank. Lowering through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog, send the hips up and back. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, set that right leg high. Exhale, lizard lunge, right foot to the outside of your right hand. Tenting onto fingertips here. If you still have a lot of energy, a lot of juice left in your practice, you can keep that back leg lifted, or option to soften down to the mat and untuck your toes. Moving into a more restorative variation, you can soften down onto your elbows, maybe onto a pillow if you have one of those. It might feel good here to start to splay onto the outer edge of that right foot and allow your right knee to flat, come open a little bit here, exploring the shift and the sensations in that hip. Additionally, if you'd like to explore a quad opener, bend your back leg in half, reach behind you with your right hand and capture towards that left heel. And then gently guide your heel in towards your seat. You might stay lifted onto that left arm or soften down onto your forearm. Rolling that right shoulder open, maybe lifting gaze. And gently releasing your foot if you have it, extending that left leg out long. Return onto your palms, tuck your back toes, lift that left knee, and then you're gonna lift that right leg up. Draw your ankle over towards the left side, coming into a phantom pigeon, and then slowly place the right knee down. Lengthen left leg long back behind you, release the top of the foot into the mat. Option to bring a blanket or a prop underneath that right hip to help support it. Or alternatively, take the shape on its side or on its back more so in a reclined figure four. Gently with that back foot, make sure it's pressing into the mat. You can stay lifted into a proud pigeon, opening up your front leg body. And if you would like, slowly start to release down. Walking onto your forearms, softening down to the earth. Finding a couple moments here to just surrender and let go. As you start to slow down your practice, taking this opportunity to check in with the body, the breath, and the mind once again. If anything starts to creep up into your brain space, distracting from your physical practice, can you gently nudge it out and bring your attention back onto your mat. You have the option to stay here in your sleeping pigeon. If you're working into a mermaid or into a king pigeon, option to come back up, bend that back leg in half. If you have a full king pigeon in your practice, you might go there now, or maybe come into a mermaid variation, opening up through the heart and through the back. Breath in and breath out. If you have your foot, gently begin to release it. Rising back up onto the palms, tuck those left toes under, lift your left knee, and then send your right leg high to the sky, three-legged down dog. Bend your right knee, stack right hip open on top of left, scorpion down dog. Finding some movement here into your hip. Option to flip your dog inside out, take a flip dog or wild thing variation. Inhale and exhale. Return to that three-legged down dog, squaring off hips. Downward facing dog, right foot meets your left. Option to flow between sides or breathe in your down dog. Inhale, sweep left leg high. Exhale, lizard lunge, left side. Left foot steps to the outside of your left hand. You can option to keep your right knee lifted. Maybe soften down to the earth and untuck the toes. Stay light on the fingertips and come down to forearms. I like to start with a couple breaths here of that foot fully rooted into the mat, hugging my knee in towards my armpit. And then after a couple inhales and exhales, pivot onto the outer edge of the left foot and gently guide the knee open. And if you'd like to take that quad stretch, you can rise back up onto your right palm and gently guide your heel in towards your seat. Feel this a lot too in the hip flexor area and the top of the quad. Maybe you soften back down onto your forearm, open up through the shoulder, look the gaze behind you. And gently start to release your foot if you have it. Returning both palms to root into the mat. Tuck those right toes, lift the right knee, and lift your left knee up and in. Slide your ankle towards the right side of your space, phantom pigeon. Slowly set it down, release it towards the earth. Softening that right leg towards the mat and finding your variation of pigeon. Option, take it onto the back of your climb figure 4. Setting yourself up. Sweeping arms back behind you, proud pigeon, getting light into the fingertips or maybe not touching them at all. And exhale to slowly release and surrender down. Couple big rounds of breath here, returning into stillness. Sending the breath into your hips. Inhale. And exhale. Breath in. And breath out. If you are working towards a king pigeon or a mermaid pose on this side, you can lift back up. Bend your back leg in half. For mermaid, you'll hook that right elbow into the your foot, into the crooked right elbow, and then bend, and creating that little triangle mermaid shape. Inhale, and exhale. Maybe you're moving into your full king pigeon, or maybe a variation in between. After a couple rounds of breath, if you have that right leg engaged, gently release it down. Sleeping pigeon, start to wake back up. Return your hands to the mat, tuck your right toes, lift right knees, and left leg high to the sky. Bend left knee, stack left hip open, scorpion down dog, or option to flip inside out, left toes to the earth, left arm overhead, wild thing or flip dog. And slowly returning back, three-legged down dog, final downward facing dog in practice. Stay right here, we're final flow. Inhale, forward high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, down dog. Breath in and breath out. Soften your knees down to the mat. Come back to your seat. And then swing your legs around to the front of your space. Coming towards the front of your mat. You guys know what time it is. It is boat pose time. Bringing your shins parallel with the earth. Hands can stay behind your knees. Fingertips can come back behind you. Or you can lengthen your arms forward. Because in your practice to straighten out your legs, feel free. I tend that it gets too much into my hip flexors there. Belly button draws up and in. Broad through the collarbones, lifted through the heart. 10 count down to the mat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, hover in 2, and gently release down in 1. Big breath in, and full breath out. Beautiful. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the earth. Feet are about hip width distance apart. All 10 toes are dialed forward. Arms long down by your sides. We're going to take a couple rounds of dancing bridges. As you root into your feet, inhale, lift your hips up, sweep your arms overhead, tops of the hands into the earth. And exhale, bring your hips and hands back down to the root to the earth. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, soften down. 3 more like that. Breath in. And breath out. Keeping your gaze up, protecting your neck. Inhale, lift the hips, sweep the arms up. Exhale, settle down. Last time, inhale, rise it up, pausing there, root into your feet. Start to soften through the glute muscles, lift the hips high, and then slowly bring it all back together. Sacrum roots into the earth, arms long down by your sides. Draw your knees in towards your chest, find some movement, rocking side to side. Massaging out through the sacrum, taking little circles here. And keep your right knee hugging in. Start to lengthen your left leg out long. Drawing your right knee in towards your right armpit. Find a moment of compression into the hip flexor. And bring your hands, your right knee into your left hand. Extend your right arm out to a T and gently cross that knee over your body. Try to prioritize your shoulders staying rooted into the mat rather than that knee finding the earth. You can always bring a prop underneath your knee for support, and then allow your gaze to fall in the opposite direction over that right extended arm. Inhale, and exhale. Breath in, and breath out. Inhale, we'll return you back through center. Invite both knees in towards your chest, giving your spine a little reset. And hug your left knee and lengthen your right leg out long. Knee comes in towards your armpit, finding that moment of compression. And gently cross the left knee over the body. With left arm out to a T, gaze will follow over towards the left side. Again, no need for that knee to find the earth. You can allow it to hover or support it with a prop. Really prioritizing those shoulders staying rooted into the mat, allowing this twist to come from the entire spine. Gazing over the left side. Inhale, come back through center. Draw your knees in towards your chest, and then take a happy baby pose. Soles of the feet to the sky, knees down by your side. You can grab for the outer edge of your feet, maybe for the inner edge of your feet, or optionally just grab behind the thighs. If it feels good, rock a little from side to side. Lengthening tailbone down, maybe straighten one leg out and the other leg out. Maybe both at one time. Bring the legs together, finding a little playful baby, finding movement. If there's any other poses that you need to feel complete in your practice, the beauty of this online class is you can add in whatever you need. So take these last couple moments to round out your practice however you feel fit. Maybe it's a plow pose or some rounds of breath in Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet to touch, knees out wide, hand to heart, and hand to the belly. Take about 5 to 10 rounds of breath, completing your practice. After your 10th round of breath, finding your way to Shavasana, extending your legs out long, releasing arms down by your sides. Allowing yourself to take up space on your mat as you let all of that beautiful energy that you just created, all of that movement, that strength, and that breath, fill you back up. Settle back into the physical body, refuel, rejuvenate, and restore. Stay in your Shavasana for as long as you need, friends. This is a great opportunity to just enjoy some stillness here. Coming back into your breath and into your body. Thank you all so much for joining me today for our Sweet Santosha flow. Check it out next week when we add our live classes. Until then, my friends, and hopefully soon we will see each other again in person. Thank you so much for practicing with me. The light, the love, the joy within me recognizes, admires, and cherishes the light, the love, and the joy within each and every one of you. From my heart to your hearts, namaste.